Hey guys, I have just been watching some videos on YouTube, as per usual, and I saw this cool series that points out all things wrong with the movie, like recent ones like The Avengers and Dark Knight and all that shit. And I came across another movie called, oh yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man. If you look at my face, you'll see there's no joy in my face, because this movie is shit. And if you tell me you like it, you either A, suck ass at everything, or B, are a girl. Um, now, I mean, it's kind of old to review this movie, but I mean, I'm gonna review some more, and you can just suck on the fattest part of my ass if you don't like review. No, I'm kidding, but like I choose movies that I want to review, and I think that I have things to say about them. All right. So, The Amazing Spider-Man is a remake of a movie. It's first of all, it's made because Sony needed to keep the rights to Spider-Man, and they haven't made a Spider-Man movie in a while, so they had to reboot the franchise. And this movie is so much like the original Spider-Man movie that came out in 2002 that it didn't need to be made. So, anyways, they basically used Twilight. He's not from Twilight, but they tried to Twilight up Spider-Man, which is terrible. So, anyways, this Spider-Man is not very amazing at all. They fucked up everything. Uncle Ben sucks. Like, it's late to be bitching about the movie, but they made it so basically Aunt May just stood in the kitchen and did nothing but stay in the kitchen and be younger than she should be. Uncle Ben dies in a shittier way than the original movie. The costume looks shitty, and I know it's like The Amazing Spider-Man, but it's shitty. Sorry, it looks terrible. Andrew Garfield is a terrible choice. He's too much of a smart aleck, and you cannot. I'm not going to believe that he doesn't get laid because he's Andrew Garfield. You don't believe his struggle. Tobey Maguire's a better Spider-Man. You can kiss my ass if you don't think otherwise, because he looks like a good Spider-Man. This guy just looks like do. Everything happens. Everything good happens to me. He's gonna wander around a lab and get hot ass on Emma Stone. Emma Stone was a decent Gwen Stacy. That's probably the best part of the movie, is being able to look at Emma Stone. The Lizard Man is a shitty villain and boring, and what, he wants to blow up the city like every other villain in any Marvel movie lately? Oh, Jesus. And what, he has a bomb and you have to go stop him? Wow. The fight scenes look pretty good, and that was about it. Cinematography gets a 3.5, because I've seen this movie before. Acting gets a 3, because Andrew Garfield, while witty and all that shit, he was too angsty and gay. Also, Aunt May doesn't act. She stands in a kitchen and says, "Oh, Peter, this and this, dear." Emma Stone gets most of it, and the guy that plays her dad is really good too. Peter's identity gets shown to just about everybody in this movie. It's like, "Oh, dear, I'm Spider-Man." In case you haven't noticed, like he shows at least 3 people, and if you're trying to hide your identity, it's ridiculous that you get a fucking camera that has your name on it. So for writing, I give it a 2 out of 5, because I mean, at least it somewhat makes sense, although there's a lot of plot holes and bullshit. Um, Rise of Fonz, or however the fuck you pronounce the name of the guy that played Lizard, was good. Um, yeah, this movie gets like a 4 out of 10. Honestly, like I don't even know if that's what my scale is looking at, but like this is a terrible superhero movie. It's funny. 2 of the parts are funny, but that was in the trailer, so I didn't laugh in theaters. I've seen everything else, so it's just not good. He comes off as an asshole, and I don't know. Like, I just didn't like it. It's a terrible movie. It's a terrible superhero movie. It's an awful remake, because I preferred the first and second movies. The third one, maybe you could argue me, but I'd still rather watch the third one than this terrible abortion of filth. Um, if you've seen it, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for myself. I have to drink away my pain. This movie gets a 4 out of 10, and don't go see it. It's a waste of money. And the guy who wrote it or directed it, knew how to write 50 Days of Summer, romantic comedies, not action hero, super bomb-ass movies. So, fuck this movie. This movie shits on Spider-Man. Everybody watch Ultimate Spider-Man. It's the best cartoon around, especially Spider-Man cartoon. It's really funny and awesome, and has cameos by all the good Marvel people. Fuck Amazing Spider-Man.